here who are better off than the Zambians at home.
Yeah, but you know, we didn't also go where to where.
It is very easy to criticize. Bring your message at home, and when you bring the message at home, that Madam Peggy Musonda, we shall give her a constituency. And give the message to the constituency. Now somebody is talking about passionate Zambians. Somebody is talking about your station. I swept the London Bridge. I swept the Beckenham Hill. I drove trains to Dover, Sheerness, Orpington, but home is home. In November they say, I left everything and went back home. And when I went back home, I did not just jump over like a number of people. Because you have seen some politicians today. You ask Comrade Nevers Mumba, where was he a section chairman? Ask Comrade HH, where was he a section chairman? They jump from nowhere and go on top. So they don't know how the grassroots suffer. I have been through the grassroots, I've been through the mills, and I understand the difficulties of people. I understand the difficulties of educated people and uneducated people. Because when that lady was talking about the protection from Chinese, where is the protection of educated people from Europeans? Because when you have a master's degree or a first degree, you come to Zambia. If you are Mr. Smith, they will not look at Mr. Banda, but yet you have the same qualification. Those are the things which we are now trying to balance. Let the Chinese where they come from, they have harsh conditions like ourselves. They have the largest population, they have more money, they have more skills, and above all, they are hardworking. Now today, to find Indians used to be hardworking, they are no longer hardworking. Because when you take that man, his father, you his father in Indora. His father was very hardworking, but him is not hardworking. So you find that at the moment, we need people who can work hard. We need people. You know, the Chinese are very different from other nationalities. You can send them to rural areas. They are going to stay like people in the rural areas. That's some of we Zambians. If you send a panda to Kawambu, we will say no problem, right? So you find we have. If you ask Mr. Kenchi, who a person I traveled with, I found in Zambia with him. He will tell you some of the difficulties which people have. But I understand your concern. But now come home. And when you come home, come and battle with the people. Because if you don't come, we have no choice. We are not going to wait for you. We will use the people who are available. If you leave the opportunity and the China wants to take that opportunity, why should we wait for you? Mr. Mwanangombe is a teacher. I don't know what his question was. Mr. Mwanangombe, I am very much used to be fought. Democracy is you don't expect people to agree with you. There must be some, even in the house. If the wife does not complain or she doesn't say this is not good, you know you are not married yet. Because once you have a nagging wife, then you know that there is something you have to improve on that one. And people will continue fighting. People will continue fighting us. They want to investigate others, but they don't want to be investigated. And the corruption has not thrived. And when we are fighting this corruption, we should grow thick skin, because we know there are plenty of people who are going to fight us. Some are saying we are only fighting MMD. If MMD are more corrupt than UPND, why should we go to UPND? We first follow MMD. Next, Mr. Chanda.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The next three questions.
All of Africa, Inspector General of Police is a woman.
I know that.
And
She's one of few.
then we have the person in charge of anti-corruption is a woman, Miss Wandi. Then we have drug enforcement is a woman. And there's another. And we have the Minister of Women, and the gender is she's a woman. And Minister for Chiefs, she's not a chief, she's a woman. The Clerk of National Assembly is a woman. And we have so many permanent secretaries, and we have so many judges who are women. So what we do is, come to Zambia, prove to us that you have the right papers. When you come to us, we prove you have the right papers, fine. Bye-bye. Then I have a gentleman who wants dual citizenship. You are either a Roman Catholic or Anglican. You can't be both. But anyway, listen. You can't belong to a Pentecostal church and belong to a Catholic church or Anglican church. No, then you are not a Christian. And you can't be a Tumbuka and at the same time be a Bemba. Now listen, you want to have it both ways. There are people who have remained behind, making Zambia to be what it is. You have run away because you can't fight. Now listen, we care about Zambia. If we gave you tomorrow dual citizenship, by the time you arrive in Zambia, there will be more Zambian citizens, and even the jobs you are fighting for, you won't find them. I beg your pardon, what did you say, sir?
Most of the jobs are being taken by the Chinese.
No, come here. Without the Chinese, I have to find a Zambian today who will like to go and sleep in the bush, pave the road in Chelenge, Aputa, Porokoso. Zambians, you are here. I don't want to ask what you are doing in here. I don't want to ask what you are doing here. And when I was here, the first thing I was complaining for, because weekends and overtime was only for black people. The only people who worked on weekends and holidays were black people. And I don't know about now, but when I was here, London transport was only run by black people. Black people from Jamaica, black people from Africa. And even the trains were run by black people. So you find that if you want dual nationality, just because you are selfish, you want to be British and the Zambian, you can't have it both ways.
For real.
If you want dual nationality, I have plenty of my relatives from Greece who would like to have it both ways. I have plenty of relatives from India who would like to have it both ways. And those who are slightly older than you, you ask Mr. Job there. At one time in Zambia we had Senegalese. We still have Senegalese. We have people from Mali. We have people from a number of all those West Africans, including Somalis. The choice is yours. In where I come from, they say Mumbai Trempashi. Because those things, it is very simple for me to tell these MPs we go to Parliament and change the law. It will take us 3 minutes. But the consequences of that law, tell me in the Commonwealth, tell me, here in Britain, You have dual nationality.
Yes.
Now, listen. Yes. Give him the microphone.
Mr. Sorry to say this. This is the majority of Zambian citizens who are saying that we should have dual citizenship.
You are not the majority.
No, it's not coming from me. It's coming from the Zambian people. It's not, this is your view as PF. No, excuse me, Mr. President. Let me just ask.
Okay, listen. When you are saying of Zambian people, the people who are in diaspora are not the majority.
Mr. President, this has gone through Mwanakatwe Constitution Review, it went through Bunga Constitution Review, and the recent one. It's not about the diaspora people who are advocating for this.
The recent one is not yet law, it's just a recommendation.
It's a recommendation, but this has gone through all the constitutional review commissions.
Anyway, stand where you are. Listen, young man, my duty is to protect you and protect the silent Zambian.
And protect the constitution as well.
Listen. My duty is to protect you and protect the Zambian villager. And I'm not going to listen to you and forget about the Zambian villager. Because the next, what you're going to see, listen, you to listen. No, let him stand, let him stand through there. The problem which we have, you want to come from United Kingdom, you want to find the land waiting for you at the airport. No. And the people at home, they have no land. So my brothers, my dear brothers and sisters, come and compete.